All right. Yep. Got it. Got it. All right. So, hey everybody. How y'all doing? I am your host for tonight. My name is Carolyn, and I am the administrator of the Black Massage Therapist Network Group. So, we have 54 members in this group, and I like to take the time out to say welcome and thank you for joining the Black Massage Therapist Networking Group. This is a group for networking, sharing information, and hopefully one day we all meet each other in person. So I put out a post in the group and I was engaged in conversation with some of the members. And I did put in the post, "Hi John, how you doing?" I did put in the post, um, "How can I help y'all?" And what I received, "Hi Shavana," and what I received from the people that did respond from that post was client retention and gaining clients. So I want to start off with this. I want to ask you some questions. And my question is this: what are you doing in place now to get clients? What are you doing in place now to get clients? Now, I can't see y'all from where I'm at, but I have my phone on. So if you have a question, you have a comment, type it in so that I can respond and engage with you. If I ask you a question, just type it in and respond so that I can engage with you. So most people do what when they are in business? Doesn't matter what business it is. Social media is out there. That's one with 20 different type of platforms. Then you have your website, you have your landing pages. Those are the three main things for people that get their clients. And my question for you is, how are you attracting those clients? Is it based on what you are selling? And I know a lot of people don't like that word selling, but if you're providing a service or a product, you're selling. As much as we don't like that word, you are selling. So, how are you getting clients to say yes to you? Are you doing it the traditional way? Meaning, you're in business, you have a website, you're on social media, and that's how you get your clients. What experience are you providing that way? Let's reverse it. So, here are the questions. Are you a consumer or producer? Which one are you? You're a consumer or producer? If you are a producer, are you a rainmaker? And if you are a rainmaker, what are you a rainmaker of? All this has to do with client experience. Client experience is how you're going to get your clients, as well as how you're going to keep them on a retention, whether it's a month, weekly, or it's on a monthly basis. If you're not giving that client experience according to the 6 or 7 elements that I'm going to give you tonight, maybe you should think about shifting. Okay, so let's get started. If you are a producer, which we all are, we're all producers. It depends on what are you producing for that week or that month. Some of you have a host of services that you offer, 15 different services, 20 different services. I don't see how anybody can maintain 20 different services. Products, I could see. Services on one person is a lot, unless you have a team. A team can help you maintain 10, 15, 20 different services. But Some of you do. So, how do you market? What is your marketing plan for those services that you do offer? How are you marketing your business? Is it word of mouth? Is it social media? Is it traditional way? What? How are you marketing your services? All this plays a part. And based on how you market your services, how are you providing your client experience to be better? Are you in the search engines? What have you done to be in the search engines? That's SEO, search engine optimization. Most people go to Yelp. Are you on Yelp? Did you set up a business profile on Yelp? www.yelp.com and put in business and set up your profile. Most people go to profile on Google to look us up. All right. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to put yourself in the place of a consumer. I don't want you to think like a provider. I don't want you to think like a producer. I want you to put yourself in the place of a consumer while I go through these elements. And as I go through these elements, I want you to think about any providers that you have went. Service providers, that is. Okay? So, my question for you is, as a consumer, do you understand your journey as a client of that provider? Do you know what to expect and not to expect from your provider? That's one. Number two is, do you know your provider's company? Are you aware of who they are, what they represent as a provider? Remember, you are the consumer. So I want you to go through this exercise from a consumer base so that you can understand how to provide the client's experience from a provider, from a producer base. Number three, do you understand your provider services and how they can benefit you? Have your provider educated you on the benefits of their services and how it can best service you as a client? All right. Number four, do you respect your provider's expertise? And do you believe that they can help you with the condition that you present them with at the time? Remember, consumer experience. And then when I'm done with this exercise, I'm going to tell you exactly what it means. And lastly, do you trust that your provider is honest with you about everything when it comes to their services, your benefits, and if they can actually benefit you? Now, you being a massage therapist, some of y'all probably go see other massage therapists to get services. But take it from another standpoint. Go to a massage therapist that you do not know. You don't know. And put yourself in a consumer's position. All right? So let's recap. You are aware of your provider and their company and what their company represents. You understand what they're doing because they've educated you and you did the research on them and their company. And you also believe that they have your interests at heart as a consumer. and they have the resources or referrals to refer you to someone else in case they cannot help you. All right. And lastly, you respect their credibility. Based on those things, consumers, clients make a decision if they want to hire us as licensees, massage therapists to service them. All right. Now let's go back to marketing. Let's go back to marketing. Marketing, landing pages, website. If you have a website, and depending on who you have your website with, you can create multiple landing pages. Multiple landing pages. Some companies, depending on the price point of where you're at, you might be able to do only 5 pages in that website, depending on the price point that you purchase. Or you may have purchased a website where you could create unlimited pages. So if you're offering 5 services, 10 services, 15 services, 20 services, each one of those pages for unlimited or 5 or 10 can be dedicated to that one service that you offer. On that one page of one service that you offer, there's some elements that you want to have dedicated to that one page. That would make it a landing page. A landing page is a 2-step process. 2, you taking your customer on a journey with a 2-step process. Or are you taking your customer on a journey of a 4 and 5-step process before they can even tell you yes? Cut it down to 2 steps. Cut it down to 2 steps. If you have a landing page, your website, one of those pages on your website is dedicated to one service. On that one page, all you're going to do is talk about the benefits of that service. And while you're at it, you want to make it a capture page. What do I mean by capture page? You want to give information, but you also want to get some information. You want to give, you want to get. Give, get. Capture page. Talk about that service. Talk about the benefits of that service. And you want to capture that person's name, email address, phone number. You want to also put on there a CTA. You want to tell them what to do. So you can have on there a link to your booking website. So that one website / landing page has done several things. One, they found you on your website. They clicked on the service that interests them the most, because that's why they're there. 2, they got the information that they wanted because they want to know more about the service that you're offering. Next is you want to tell them what to do. Do you want them to get in contact with you, or do you want them to book an appointment? Which one do you want them to do? You can have them do both. You can capture page, capture name, email address. That's going to be important later. Very important. Plus, you want to put a link to where your booking site is for them to book their appointment. Now, let's take that customer journey. Where did they go? They went to your website. They got all the information there from your website. website/landing page, because you have one page that's dedicated to one service that your consumer is looking for. If they call you, you want to answer their question and close them. If they call you, you want to answer their question and close them over the phone. Get them to say yes and book them while you got them. If that's not what you want, and you want them to go straight to booking an appointment with you to be serviced, then you need to have your booking link on that landing page. All right? What's the other way that you can communicate with your clients to keep them? You could create a monthly newsletter. If you have SMS text software platform where you could communicate with them through text, you could send them a tip of the week. All this is client retention and acquiring clients. Because you captured their name, their email, and their phone number, now you can send out weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly newsletters educating your clients on whatever it is that you want to talk about and offer whatever it is you want to offer for that month. In that newsletter, this is our monthly special. You can include that. Now, some people have, and they're paying for all these different type services. This might not apply to you, but some people do. So, they pay for website, they pay for email, they pay for text message, they pay for email, text message, website, and they pay for leads. You do have companies out there that can make you promises on, I can get you so many leads. But here's the thing. They have a price point. I'm going to give you an example. I was invited 2 weeks ago to listen to a presentation. And the presentation was about this company that was a lead generation company. Now, I've encountered companies like this before, and years ago, like 2011, 2012, I fell for that stuff and lost money. And these companies are still out there, and new companies with good intentions have come up over the years. So I was in this presentation, and the presentation was good. Not taking anything away from the company. The presentation was good. But when it came to me signing up, I knew that this company wasn't for me. I knew it because I service a specific niche market of people, and their company, I knew, could not help me because I don't service any and everybody. I service a niche market of people. And when I explained that to the lady after the presentation, I thought she understood, but she didn't, because one of her other representatives called me back a week later and said, well, we understand that you was in the presentation, but you have not signed up. And I wasn't going to sign up because they can't help me with the leads that I need because it's in a niche market. I service a niche group of people, and that's why they can help me. If I did not service a niche market of people, I probably would have gave them a play. And when I explained it to the lady, the second lady, she said, I understand, and I don't think this is a good fit for you. And she was right. I knew it wasn't a good fit for me. So you do have massage therapists that's paying for leads to help build their business Nothing wrong with that. Just make sure that you take a look at the services that you offer and the leads or the lead generation company that is trying to get you to marry and collaborate with them. Make sure that it is a match so that you're not wasting your money. That is key. If you're a massage therapist and you service any and everybody, okay, that might be a match. That lead generation company might be a match for you. But if you're in a niche market, it might not be, unless they can show you that they have helped other massage therapists that you are servicing in a niche market, and they have a track record for helping other massage therapists with that particular niche market. Okay, just keep that in mind. So lead generation system, SMS text system, email system, website system, all these are different systems. All these are also called funnels, and it depends on how you take your customer on their journey. Let me give an example. I am your customer. I go to Shavonda's website. I see something on Shavonda's website that I would like to book for. Shavonda don't have an appointment calendar on her website, but she has her contact information. She has her email up there, and she has a phone number where I can reach her. And she has her prices up there, so I know what the menu of services are and what the prices are. So I went to Shavonda's website. Now I'm going to email Shavonda. Shavonda, this is Carolyn. I was on your website. I would like to book XYZ services. Shavonda is going to respond to me. She's going to write me an email back. Maybe Shavonda calls me, or maybe she direct me to her booking website. That's a three. So far, I'm at a 3-step process in this funnel. Website, email. She responded. She sent me to the booking website. That's a 3-step funnel. I go to the booking website and I book my appointment. Y'all see where this is going? Let me know if this is helping anybody. Hopefully it is. Hopefully it is. So remember, client experience. You want to wow your clients enough so they will book an appointment with you. You want to keep your client engaged with you. And because everybody today has Facebook, I give Facebook a lot of credit because they made it stupid simple for people who are entrepreneurs, people who have a business, people who have any type of service or product that they are marketing. Mark Zuckerberg has made it crazy simple where we can interact with people who want to engage with us through Facebook Messenger. And you can set that up so that when a potential client reaches out to you, you'll get an instant message through Facebook. Next thing you should do is create a Facebook. Most people have personal accounts on Facebook. If you're in business or you're servicing clients, create a Facebook business account. If you're on Instagram, create a Instagram business account. When it comes to entrepreneurs, Mark Zuckerberg is all about entrepreneurs. That's why he got all these things in place, geared towards business owners and entrepreneurs, geared towards us. Didn't start out that way, but that's the way it is today. Newsletters. Create a newsletter. You could create a digital newsletter, or you could create a PDF newsletter and email that to your potential clients. Why is email so important? What happens when social media shut down? Let's say it shut down for 72 hours. We know Facebook shut down for about 6 hours. But what if all the social media platforms shut down for 72 hours like they didn't exist? How do you keep in contact with the people that's affiliated with you on social media? How? How do you keep in contact with the people that's affiliated with you on social media? Whether it's TikTok, Snapchat, LinkedIn, Facebook, who am I missing? YouTube, Haps TV, JBL TV. Who am I missing? There's over 300 social media platforms out there, but only a few has control of the world. Mainly Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Snapchat, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube. Okay? That email that you captured on your one-page website come into play. If forever social media shut down for an hour, or social media shut down for 2 hours, 6 hours, 24 hours, 72 hours, it doesn't make a difference. You have a way of keeping in contact with your potential clients and your customers. Why? Because you did a CTA with them. You captured their name, you captured their email, and you captured your phone number. That is the one thing that you do own. Everything else on social media, you do not own. I do not own. You do not own. Nobody owns it but the owners of these social media platforms. They own your customer. If you're marketing anything, if you're posting anything on any social media platform, whether it's family, business, personal, comedy, whatever, it belongs to the owners of those social media platforms. The only thing you can own is if you have systems in place to take people off of social media. You do own that, but you got to get them off of social media and into what you own, into your own. I hope y'all following what I'm saying. All right. So I want to give you this last piece of information from one of the awesome books. I'm a reader. I'm nerdy. I'm a reader. From one of the books that I'm reading. And in one of the chapters, it talks about what you don't need. Okay? And let me go over this, because it talks about what you do not need and what you do need. And on here, in this book, it does say what you don't need. Number one is, it says you don't need a website. You don't need business cards. Those are two things it says you don't need. Business cards and a website. Let's talk about business cards for a minute. How do you make your business cards valuable where it's not going to end up in somebody's trash can? How do you make your business cards valuable? How do you make your business cards stand out from everybody else's business cards? Whether it's a digital business card or whether it's a traditional business card. So let's talk about business cards for a minute. Traditional business cards is going to have a logo, company name, your name, your phone number, your website. That's the front of the card. Back side of the card, it may have menu of services. Nothing wrong with that card. But does it give value to the client so the client can get a wow factor experience with you? Does that card keep that client coming back for more? Not the way I described it, it won't. Nope. So your business card can look like and be like this. So I'm going to try to paint you a visual. Number one, your business card can have your picture on it, your logo, your picture, so that that person that you gave your business card to can match a face with the name, the business, the website, the phone number. Like, oh, I remember meeting her. She was very friendly. She gave me some information. I'm going to keep this card. Your face is on the front of the card. That says a lot in business. Second, what's on the flip side of this card? Now, on the flip side of the card, it's all about getting that client to come back. So how do you make this card bring value to the consumer so they can enjoy the experience that you're going to give them? You got to put something that's going to value the card. So on that card, you can do it one or two ways. You can say special offer, first offer, 10% discount. If a person is interested in whatever services you offer and you're offering I'm having a hot flash, and you're offering a 10% discount, they're going to keep your card. Wait a minute, I'm having a hot flash, y'all. They're going to keep your card. Another thing you could do is, if you have a business card and it has like the squares or the circles on it for the days of the week, it's 7 days in a week, or you could use 5 days in a week, and each time they come, their card gets stamped. When it gets to the end of the week, the fifth stamp, they get a free service. Nothing wrong with that. Those things bring value to your business card, whether it's a traditional business card or if it is a digital business card. Doesn't matter. So we know you need your business name. You need a cool tagline. And I want you to think about this. Whatever your business name is, what's your tagline? Your tagline is one word or a short phrase that captures the attention. Like, ooh, okay, I'm going to keep this card. What's your tagline? I know what my tagline is. I need to get it trademarked. So think of a cool trade tagline that is going to represent your business, represent your logo. What's your colors? What are your colors? As you can see, mine is purple and gold. Those are my brand colors. I try to stick with them. Now, let's move on. I'm going to keep having this hot flash here. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm at that stage where I get hot flashes, but I've been having them for decades. Next is, have a clear offer of whatever your service is. Instead of trying to service everybody, everything, try doing a specific service on a specific day of the week. And focus on that one service that is going to be the button that's going to get you to where you want to get to in profit mode. All right. Next is have a way to tell people about your offer and then invite them to say yes. How do you get a client, a potential client, to say yes to what you are offering? You educate them. Keyword in clients is educate. Because once clients are educated and they know that we have their best interests at heart, they're going to book and they're going to return. But just don't, service a client and say thank you and move them on out the door and hope they come back for another appointment. Try to book them for the next appointment before they leave. For example, franchises. Let's take a look at some of the franchises. Some of you may work in the franchises. And if you work in the franchises, I want you the next time you go to work, I want you just take a deep, deep look of how the structure of that franchise operates. Take a deep look at how the structure of that franchise operates. How are the SAs trained? The SAs is trained in a specific type of way. You're a massage therapist, pay attention to them SAs. Sales associates, y'all, sales associates. Pay attention to them. What is it that they do when a client walks in the door? What is it that they do when you release the client after you service them and they're going back to the SA? That SA is asking them, when would you like to book your next appointment? You can do the same thing. The SA is also asking them, how much, not do you want to leave a tip? The question is, how much of a tip do you want to leave? See the difference in those two questions? Two different type questions. Never ask, do you want to leave a tip? Because they can tell you no. You want to ask the right questions. How much of a tip would you like to leave? Just some tips, everybody. Price. We're not going to talk about price. You are professionals, you're experts, you're massage therapists. You already have your pricing structure together. So that's not going to be an issue. And how are you taking payments? When it comes to payments, you want your payment gateway to be simple for your clients. Don't make them go through a lot of hoops to pay you. Make it a one-step system. You got a website, you go to the booking website, they book your appointment. You got the payment gateway systemized into the booking system, and most booking systems already do it. But if you have a website and it's not attached to a payment gateway, you're going to have to create one. And you could create one through Stripe, you could create one through PayPal. If you do Square, Square is like the most simplest of ones because Square is a website and a payment gateway all in one. Square is a payment gateway and a website. It's templated though, all in one, unless you pay the Square representatives and web developers to create the website for you, which you can do. I think it starts off at $199. Start off, but you need to call Square and ask them if you want to have it done for you. So that's the information that I wanted to share based on a poll that I took, and I think it was like 2-3 people answered the question and it came up about clients. So I hope this information that I've given you helps you. Now, I did say that this would not be saved. I did say that it would not be saved. So let me do what I do best. And I thank these individuals that did show up for this live. So I'd like to thank John Garcia and Shavonna Johnson. Thank you for tuning in to this live and giving me your time on this special holiday, which is Memorial Day, and we're honoring honoring our fallen, for me, my comrades, and for you, if you're not veteran or military, fallen veterans in service that has lost their lives protecting our country. So take care, massage therapists. If you have any questions, or if it's something that you want discussed, you want to talk about, put it in the comments, and I hope to see everybody. We're going to have our second virtual meeting. I believe it is June 1st on Zoom. Everybody's welcome to attend, and share the group with other massage therapists that this group is meant and intended for. So take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your night, and thank you for tuning in with me and giving me your time on this day. Take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.